about them waiters?
Yeah, I'm the voice. I was the host of that. We didn't have a real job. Good to see you again.
Hey, you too. Take care.
All right.
Take care.
See you. Okay.
I lick it like this. Like this. Sit back here.
Yeah, so I'll go through it. I mean, I should be fine. You don't know about right.
I did 7 of those roll-outs this year. They
Waffle House a while ago?
Yeah.
need to shut it down.
Trade show at the expo at the Chili Bowl. I'm here with Ken Effenbeck, and Ken, I understand you're on the board up there at the I'm going to think of it here in just a minute.
Belleville High Bank Hall of Fame.
There you go. Thank you. Senior moment. I have those quite often. But Ken, how's everything going up at the museum?
It's going real good, real good. We've got giving this car away here at the Chili Bowl, and it's a really neat deal for us at the Chili Bowl. The car was 100% donated from Esslinger to John Godfrey put the car together for us, and then we got Esslinger to put a motor in it for us. So it's a neat deal. So we're going to give it away at 7:30 tonight. So.
Wow, that's pretty neat. I suppose this time of the year things are kind of quiet up at the museum, but boy, come around the first part of August, I imagine it gets real busy, doesn't it?
Yep, that's our big season, fair time, midget nationals. That's our big time for our museum. A lot of people come through it, but winter time it's pretty slow. Not too many people going around, so we come down here and have a good time and meet a lot of people.
I kind of cut in on you on the car here a little bit. I'm sorry about that, but they're going to give that away tonight. And how did you have to buy a raffle ticket, or how did that work?
It's $20 for a chance to buy a raffle ticket for the car, and $6 for $100.
Oh, there's a bargain there somewhere.
We're wheeling and dealing.
Okay, folks, once again, Ken Effenhammer. Effenbeck. I knew I'd forget. But anyway, from the trade show here at the Tulsa Expo for the Chili Bowl, Ken, I appreciate you talking with us.
Thank you.
Bob Bills from Wichita, Kansas, and Bills Built Race Cars. Bob, all I can tell you is every time I click on In the Pits, man, there it is. Bills Built Race Cars, and of course we run a few of them down at Lakeside. I'm trying to remember, we even had a Grand National down there, if I remember right.
Yeah, we're gonna have a couple more this year, and yeah, I got a bunch of people run Lakeside and that kind of area, and got Junior in the pits. He's great. All those guys, John, Larry, they're all good to me. So they treat me well at In the Pits. So.
I was going to say, them guys, they talk a lot about Bills Built, so I'd like to say I'm pretty familiar with it. We were talking just a minute ago, and just if you might repeat it again, how you got into building race cars.
Well, we started out 10, 11 years ago racing dirt cars, and kind of just went from there. Started building cars. I was into the drag racing my whole life, and we built drag cars forever, and jumped into this and started building these, and kind of went from there.
The big question I want to ask is, if I was a race car driver, what is it that would make me want to buy a Bills Built? I mean, they're pretty much all the same, but is there something that's going to separate a Bills Built?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't say they're all the same.
Oh, okay.
But first off, just by looking at our craftsmanship, I think our craftsmanship is above and beyond everybody else. I think our tech support, I help people 24/7. They can reach me. Guys that are in my cars can reach me at any time. It's not just an office number. Plus, we put a lot of research and development into these cars all the time. We're constantly testing them. I got a bunch of guys that help me out as far as trying stuff out, and it works good. It's like a big family.
I was going to say, let's throw out Brian France there, NCRA champion for what, 3 or 4 years now?
Well, 5 years straight. Yeah, NCRA champion. He does a lot of help for me, and he's a real good guy.
You know, I think that's one of the things I would think really sells a race car. To me, the two things, and I'm not a race car driver, but what it sounds like to me is, like you say, one, how many wins has this thing brought home, championships, stuff like that, and the other thing is the tech support, because can't tell you how many drivers I talk to, and they say, you know, you call the guy, if you're not using his parts or not using this, you get nothing.
Yeah, no, I'll help a guy as far as we can, any way we can. Yeah. So I haven't had too many complaints about our tech support. Everybody loves it. Everybody likes the way we do things. Yeah. So.
Okay, folks, once again here from the trade show at the Chili Bowl, Bob Bills with Bills Built Race Cars out of Wichita. Thanks a lot, Bob.
Thank you.
Okay, here with Bob Baker at the Chili Bowl for the trade show, and Bob, I know the museum up at Knoxville is just getting bigger and bigger all the time, more events going on. Anything coming up that we need to know about?
I think the two biggest things coming up are, of course, the opening of the race season at Knoxville Raceway on Saturday night, April 30th. Kick off the racing season with the 360 and 410, and of course the 305 cars. Now the Wing Sprint cars every Saturday night starting April 30th. And then our 22nd annual induction banquet, which is the first weekend of June 3rd and 4th, will be our 22nd time to honor sprint car racing's greatest achievers.
Once again this year, I think another guy from Kansas City was the points champion up there. You know, proud history of Kansas City drivers coming up to Knoxville and running up there and doing good.
You know, it's always a pleasure being from Kansas City and to see the Kansas City drivers come up and do well at Knoxville. But there is tough competition at Knoxville all the time. This year we're anticipating Terry McCarl being with us all the time. Of course, Danny Lasowski said he's going to be there whenever there's not a race, you know, somewhere in the area. He's off the World of Outlaws circuit for right now, so Danny's going to be back racing at Knoxville quite a bit. And of course, Brian Brown we talked about. Brian's going to be with us, and just a great field of 410, 360, and the 305 cars now every Saturday night. So we're looking forward to the race season.
You know, I missed a golden opportunity. I was up last year for the 360s, and I know you had some special cars that I think were just in there for a short time. And dummy me, I did get in there and shoot some video, but must have been a great presentation from what I hear.
You know, we tried to get as many Knoxville National winning cars in the museum for the 50th Annual Nationals last year, and it was a big hit with the race fans. So we're going to try to find a special theme for this year's Knoxville Nationals, and we have 2 or 3 ideas in mind. We haven't landed on one yet, but we're going to try to find a theme to connect the cars that are on the racetrack with the cars in the museum for the Nationals, and we think the race fans are going to really like that again.
How fortunate for everybody around this part of the country to have Knoxville in our area, because the Super Bowl of sprint cars, and I mean over the years, you've seen the best in sprint cars up there, and then to have the museum there too, that's just another added plus. So all I can say to everybody up there is, man, what a great thing that's going on.
You know, we are truly spoiled in the Midwest to have both the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum and Knoxville Raceway located in the middle of the country, so close to Interstate 35 and Interstate 80. It's close to so many major cities. It's easy to get to, and as a youngster, we would drive up to Knoxville on Saturday nights and drive back home to Kansas City. So it's just great to have that great competition and museum so close.
One of my fondest memories of Knoxville, and I can't remember what year this was, but Eddie Levitt won. I was sitting on a board about that wide down on the bleachers down there, I think on the, what would they be, west end, and I'll never forget it as long as I live. But just again, one of those things that Knoxville I think has brought to so many of us, just memories that you'll never forget.
You're exactly right, and the museum helps preserve those memories of the past and also promote the future of our sport. So we're just glad to be located in Turn 2, and extremely thankful to the Marion County Fair Association for all their hard work, both with the racetrack and our museum.
Okay, folks, once again, Bob Baker from here at the trade show at the Tulsa Expo during the Chili Bowl. Thanks a lot, Bob.
Thank you very much, and have a good Chili Bowl.